What internet marketing expert should you spend your valuable time listening to? Listen to someone who has over 20 years of web marketing experience and hundreds of website marketing success stories. That man is Aaron Sparks from Site Strategics. And this is Edge of the Web Radio.
Okay, hey, I got an article from Straight North by Brad Shore that really typified what I have been thinking about for a long time. And you know, you have all sorts of clients that you deal with. If we're 11-year-old digital marketing firm, so clients have come and gone. We haven't been able to retain them all.
Yep.
And there's lessons learned there that probably maybe wasn't a good fit to begin with. And we tried our best sometimes, and you know, sometimes you don't have a lock on where you can take a client the best. But a lot of times you've got a restriction on budget that impedes everything that you can do. So low budget internet marketing works only if a company has minimal expectations. I mean,
Right.
if your goal is to have a minimal internet presence to gain credibility with people who already know you, right? By all means, spend pennies.
Yeah.
That's fine, right? A basic company website, a Facebook page, and perhaps a few display ads will give you credibility, right? And when somebody knows who they're looking for, you know, if somebody knows your brand, then they can say, oh yeah, they got a Facebook page. Oh yeah, okay, we see them. You know, and that's reasonable expectations that you can capitalize on the branding that you already have. Okay. But if your internet marketing goals are more ambitious, you know, you need to rethink your budget. For most businesses, ambitious goals pay off. They do. Funded appropriately and executed professionally, all right? Internet marketing campaigns can generate big results like sales, lead generation, and revenue growth over new channels. Dramatic increases in qualified website traffic, greatly improved brand recognition and brand affinity, enhanced position as a thought leader in the industry. You can do all that with digital marketing. You know, the disappointment comes when bad players in the internet, right? The internet marketing industry, I should say. They fuel the situation when companies expect big results on a shoestring budget. Okay? And we've seen it time and time again. And any company that's, I would think, in existence now, has had some, you'd hope they all have a website, but have had their trials at marketing.
Not. GoDaddy did a analysis.
Oh, that's right.
There's like half of all businesses do not even have a website. Still, today, half of all businesses.
What's up with them? What is up with them?
It's a good question.
You know, companies that did have a website, or perhaps companies have tried to try out digital marketing, you have to understand this is an evolving methodology as well, right? What you experienced maybe a decade ago, maybe 5 years ago, if it was a bad scenario for you, you know, there's so many factors that could have been weighing against the success of that campaign, but the budget of what you pay a marketing professional to do, right? That has to be considered one of the most important things you can do. And don't cheat. Don't cheat yourself hiring low with a low budget.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, an internet marketing initiative comprised of SEO, pay-per-click, email marketing, and other campaigns is labor-intensive and requires enormous expertise. It really does. Time plus talent equals money equals results. This is the unavoidable equation that drives every internet marketing company. It really does. So, I mean, this is pretty cool here. This is a cool part of his article. To give you an idea of the work involved, check out what is included in a variety of different internet marketing campaigns. One, discovery, keyword research, backlink research, strategic planning, campaign build-out, landing page strategy, responsive website design, content creation, text, infographics, video, front-end development, back-end development, tracking setup, content marketing, campaign management, task coordination and communication, analytics, reporting, lead validation and reporting, mailing list management, A/B split testing, website improvements,
Social publishing.
social publishing. Yeah, I'm just talking the website of things. Absolutely. Social publishing.
Well, like your website automatically publishing to social integration with it.
I'm glad you could add in that small thing at the end of my gargantuan list. You realize that you just took
I
my
have
car.
the checklist in my head. I work with clients every day on this stuff, but you're absolutely right. I mean, I think that people continue to look at a website as a brochure, and they say, "Do I have a nifty brochure?" And they
Yep.
you wouldn't have a sales guy and pay him.
Did you just say nifty?
Yeah.
Okay.
You wouldn't pay a sales guy, $50,000 to stand in your lobby and say, "Hey, welcome to Show World. This is our thing," and they just repeat it over and over and over.
No.
Right?
Right.
You would expect that your sales guy would create a relationship, nurture, interact,
Yep.
pull that person in, get them to call, everything else.
Ask
that's
questions.
Ask questions. That's the same with a website. A website is an interactive tool. It's a way to pull people in.
But it's just not the website. It's the social media. That's your
it's everything.
Q&A.
Right? It's the omni-channel experience.
Exactly.
It's your web presence. And so it's really problematic to me when people say, "How much could you build a website for?" I don't.
You're in the wrong space.
Yeah.
How much are your leads worth?
Yeah, go get your cousin Joe that built the church website and get him to build yours. But don't expect any business off of it.
Let's break this down a little bit further here. For SEO, creating offsite articles is indispensable. A typical article requires keyword research, strategic theming, copywriting, editing, publisher outreach, and custom imagery. Right? The cost of a single article usually is around $500 to $1,000 range.
Yep.
And an SEO campaign means getting results. That means getting results. You're going to have a few articles a month, right? Well, there goes the budget. If you only have $1,500 to spend, you're done. Okay, so that's an actual good factor right there. If you're trying SEO and you need that inbound factor, you're spent right there.
Yep.
You've got to rethink your goals. So you really have to look at what you're willing to spend, because it does take time. Incredibly so. For PPC, a small media budget means the ad gets clicked perhaps only a handful of times each and every month. Right? When that's the case, a company should reconsider the entire thing. They should consider if they even get a lead off of a campaign. If you're running $500 through AdWords, spend it someplace else. You can't get the data to actually improve a paid ad campaign. You're not in the space to actually have good grooming factors. Here's a success. I'm going to give you a PPC case study real quick of some success that we just had with an adequate budget and an adequate budget for our management, right? Over the last 30 days, check this out. We were able to decrease the number of interactions by 17%. Why would I want to do that? Well, check it out. While we were doing that, we were decreasing the cost by 24%. At the same time, we were increasing the conversion rate 24%. And increase the conversions that equaled an increase in revenue 30%.
Yeah.
We brought down the wrong interactions. We're continually cleaning up where we don't want to be clicked on. Okay, we're giving a huge amount of return on the other side of the equation, but you have to have somebody watching those dials and managing it, and you have to have enough data, which means clicks, coming through the campaign. If you don't have that, you can't expect huge amounts of success. You can't expect a 30% return. Can you even expect a return on investment if you don't have the management time to work the data, let alone have enough data coming through, which means clicks, to even understand differences and make changes? It's about budget. And there's so many clients that would expect the world out of a $1,500 spend.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yes.
But that don't see that the entire equation you have to have enough to measure over time to make adjustments. I mean, these results produce a solid ROI, but it didn't happen overnight and couldn't happen for pennies. And that's our point, is that, I mean, that's just PPC, but this happens in all of the different areas of digital marketing. I mean, savvy companies recognize that internet marketing is like everything else. You get what you pay for.
Yep.
All right. Article on Search Engine Land from Jordan Kessler. We wanted to keep on this concept of, budget on online marketing and digital marketing, and not cheating yourself and not taking shortcuts, because you got to have quality to get quality results.
Yes.
You need to pay for quality. You're paying for that agency's expertise whenever you're paying an online marketing management fee. And you need to know that if you go another route and have lesser costs, lesser management fees, what are you going to get? What do you expect to get?
Well, it's an interesting thing too, because even if you a lot of people go, well, we'll just do it internal. Well, an agency, how many employees do you have?
We've got 10 now.
10 employees.
Yep.
Plus, you've got a ton of contracts.
Yep.
That when
specialists that we brought them.
Yeah, when you need that.
Yep.
So the interesting thing to me is, like, let's say it's $100,000. Let's say it's a $10,000 a month engagement. So $120,000. You get 2 people with that max.
Yeah.
And they're going to have one specialty, maybe 2, with that, where you guys can attack it with a team.
Yeah.
And the other thing too is, with an agency, what do we get to? We get to focus on the problem. We don't have to focus on office politics. We don't have to, all of that other
we
stuff.
are removed from your culture.
Absolutely.
In a good way.
We just have to worry about the budget.
Yep.
The timelines.
And the success.
And the problem, and get to the success.
That's right.
And so I think it's a growing segment. I think a lot more companies are going, wait a second, I could go hire 4 people internal,
and you're not even talking about the tools that you need to actually have a
that's another good thing. And
that can cost you. That's the equivalent of a couple other employees there.
And the tests, right? How many clients have you guys worked with?
How many?
Yeah.
Oh my God, hundreds.
Yeah. So you're getting that experience of the mistakes, the things that were tried.
Absolutely right.
So you don't have to make those mistakes over again.
Nope.
I mean, it's just I don't know. We use agencies, right?
Yep.
We use you guys. You guys use us.
Yep.
It's why?
Yep.
Because we're not experts at everything. We're never going to be. When our client says, "Hey, we need, pay-per-click assistance," I'm not it. I don't have the tools. I don't have the experience. I don't have the manpower.
Yep.
I hand that over to folks like you to take care of.
I appreciate that, Doug. Let me go through a couple key points of what you can expect to get if you go a route of shortchanging yourself. If you're hiring overseas, if you're getting, dollars for what you would have to spend hundreds of dollars here in the States, right? This is what you're going to be experiencing if you take the cheap route. So let's say for SEO, what you pay for? You pay for cheap links and link building campaigns, and what you get is Google Penguin penalties, right? Google hates link spam and punishes link spam. You should always be able to see what content's being created and optimized externally of your website. And if you run across companies that actually do that type of link buying, run away quickly from them. If you're going after content, you want cheap content. Guess what? You're going to get Google Panda. You're going to get keyword spammy content. You're going to get non-intuitive content. And Google Panda is a penalty that goes directly against that type of content, that lack of organic, true content for your website, shoddily written. Don't go that route. There's so many different areas. If you go for cheap web design, you're going to get errors, security vulnerabilities, poor conversion rates, and often a pretty terrible looking website, let alone if it's even mobile responsive. You could pay somebody $50 for a website and it will suck. Period. There's so many different things that you can pay cheap for. Don't pay cheap on any of those. And that really gets into the budget. What do you really want to have? Do you want to have good successes on your digital marketing campaigns, or do you want to have cheap successes? Do you want to have unqualified leads coming in? How much is it worth to you to have a lot of garbage coming into your website that doesn't even convert? You need to spend the money to have a team that analyzes this, qualifies it, and finds out the best route to take for your continued success. Don't go one-off. Don't go cheap. This is your livelihood, clients and prospects. This is your build of your company. You wouldn't hire a non-bonded contractor to build your house, would you? Why would you do that for your digital marketing campaign? I don't know.
I don't know.
All right.
But everybody does it.
They shouldn't, Doug.
I know.
They just should.
But they do every day.
So, final plea, a bit of advice. There's no shortcuts. Anyone who offers you one is a cheat, a liar, a scammer, and someone that has absolutely no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah! Hire somebody that knows what they're doing. All right. Thanks so much.